Alright guys, rolling heavy here. Today we are doing control arm, inner and outer tie rods. Now, yesterday I started this project and it's major complications. It was getting late. I didn't get a good early start on this. But I just finished this side just now. Got the control arm in. I actually had to cut this bolt with the Sawzall up here and below it. That thing was on there. Some of these tools that I'm using, you don't necessarily need to do this job. Like torch, Sawzall. You don't really need those tools, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier. So, a couple other things you'll need. Some basic wrenches. You gotta have the tie rod puller tool, which is this thing. AutoZone, it's like 20 bucks and 35 bucks. I always bring extra tools, you know. You never know what you're gonna need, you never know what kind of complication. I use tools for some things that they shouldn't be used for, you know, but it's just, I've been doing this a long time and I know how to work on cars and such, you know. There's tips and tricks and redneck ways of doing shit, if you know what I mean. I know you guys do. Sledgehammer wrench, you know, pipe bar, you know, shit helps. Alright, so, now I've got all that out of the way. This side, I crashed this car last year, well, 2 years ago I think. But I replaced the sway bar, the tie rod, and the control arm on this side, but hard to see. But this is not the correct type of bolt. This is actually a Home Depot hardened bolt, because at the time I couldn't get another bolt and I had to cut this side and I wasn't prepared for it. And the bolt you can only get from the dealership, which is this guy here. It's a Torx 55. And it has a special nut. As you can see, the nut on the top is like almost a triangle, and it actually locks as you tighten it down. So they don't like to come off at all, and everybody knows Torx bits are a fucking bitch to get off, especially because it sits like this in the control arm. Like right here, it sits like this, and you gotta get a Torx bit underneath, laying on your back with a wrench up here, and you can't really get a good pull on Torx bits. I've noticed on everything fucking. I hate Torx bits. I don't know why they use them. They're fucking stupid to me. But hey, I'm not the engineer, so. But alright, guys, let's get started on this. I already got this guy out, which is the bolt that goes through this bushing right here. That's that big bolt. So we are going to take off our tie rod next. Tie rod, we'll take it out of the knuckle, take the ball joint nut off, and then we're going to get that guy off, which hopefully he should come off pretty simple, I'm hoping. And then the sway bar is already off. I did that yesterday because I broke the one linkage. So, okay, so here we go. I'm sure most of you know that you're not supposed to use cotter pins once they're used. Don't reuse them, I should say. That's where to go. But you know what I mean, so don't reuse them. Once they're used, they're spent. I mean, for example, look at that when it broke as I pulled it, so obviously can't reuse that.
This Friday, a new legend begins where the old one left off. There is no one who flavors on my tongue. I close my eyes to pray. There is no one broken. Hold up my barbarian life. I am not. This fucking kills the sight. They're looking down on me. We're sleeping down below.
It was a fucking Civic, guys. Fucking tool in a Civic. Okay, where was I at? Oh. Bam. See, look at that household hammer that I found in the trash. I mean, I think somebody gave it to me or some shit, but it's a piece of shit. But look at that. I made my job that easy. Alright, just gotta get our fucking wires off, yeah. Which, as you can see, my ABS is kind of dismantled. Now, gotta drop that fucking ball joint. Wilson's hammer is not working. So I'm gonna grab the jack. But don't want to get on the ball joint. That's what I'm trying to separate. go see if I can find a pickle fork.